to the Jayhawks. As we'll see, the number 20 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Kansas Jayhawks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Jayhawks will kick it away first. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. To throw, it's Wegman. Got it in the middle, it's Connors. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. The give is to Williams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
To the air, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Working that left side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down. And that's a really difficult route to handle if you can get a big fella working the outside in the corner like that.
No doubt, because he runs upfield first and then makes a beeline towards the sideline. So whether it's man or zone, you can throw that football away from the defender and make some big plays.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Henderson. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Jayhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give is to Williams. There he goes. Touchdown, Kansas. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. As if they didn't get it off in time, it'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. quickly to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Punt is in the air. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Back to pass, it's Daniels. Caught in the backfield, it's Hayes. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Jayhawks decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. To start this drive from their own 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And those RPOs can confuse the defense, can cause a little bit of hesitation, and that hesitation was just enough. Hand it off, get the first down on third down.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kansas.
Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Makes the grab, and he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
And that is a huge conversion on third and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're...
Touchdown, Chop! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the seal.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Dropping back, it's Wegman. It's complete to the right. Smashes through the tackle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Today's game in football, it's about getting your speedsters in space. Why? Because you let them do the rest. You get them the football quickly, let them break tackles. You see so many times them making plays after the catch. So hard to stop.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
The give is to Williams. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go right back to him. Delivers the stiff arm. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
And I tell you what, these deep shots, they're so hard to defend. You got to chase the guy all the way down the field and kind of stay in his hip pocket, stay close to him, and then turn your head like he does here and makes a nice play on the football to bat it away.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
The Jayhawks look to keep this drive humming. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Archer Jayhawk! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game,
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a first down.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much...
Oh, what a play! It's intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the starter.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Right back to the well. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. With a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll send the back in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Connors. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man, it's Wegman. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 0.
Boy, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this offense. As you've seen the explosion, it's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offense is just, they got the upper hand.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give is to Williams. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're dealing with a second and long. Handoff to the lone back. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Caught over the middle. It's Henderson. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job. Great catch. First down.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. The give to the left side.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
And the Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the 1st down.
They'll try the run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Complete to the right. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
One more snap coming before halftime. To the air, it's Wegman. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient. Like, not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient when the ball got there, deflecting it, knocking it down.
Rides the back on the option, the give.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
And the Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the grab. It's Henderson. Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Jayhawks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense comes onto the field. Power football with the run. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
To the ground, he's got it again. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And they're able to get him down.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. A run for the quarterback. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
All right, well, that QB knows he now has to get the ball out of his hands quick because that defensive end turned the corner fast.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Caught behind the line, it's Sanford. There he goes! They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hands, it's Thomas. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Finds space on the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Can't get him to the ground. Touchdown, Houston. And that one will give him the lead.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So a drive there of 84 yards, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. The give to the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the move, it's Thurman. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Caught in the backfield, it's Pickett. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Jayhawks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Hayes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Off play action on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You're not going going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Handoff to the single back. Breaks into the open. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. And the Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Defense might bring the house here. On the run, it's Thompson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Throws for the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to let it go. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Wegman. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Grab near the marker. It's Broussard. They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston first down.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Gonna let it fly. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Wegman. Under fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sanford. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle, set him up for him.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, I've been there. This is one of those games you just want to forget right away and turn the page. 4 picks now thrown by this guy, and you're just not able to make your reads. Things aren't clicking. You're not seeing the field, and the ball's not coming out right. Next week cannot come soon enough for him, I can tell you that.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense setting them up in a...
Touchdown, Cougar! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Makes the catch. It's Thurman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Wants to keep it in the air. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops, and you force that fourth down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Lets it go to the end zone. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but this is a critical 3rd down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Quick strike complete. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Back to pass. Got a man. It's Connors. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the pass.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.